Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video. And today I had the opportunity to go to a closing down sale at my local video store. We have two video stores in town, and unfortunately the smaller of the two had to close down. I found out that their lease was expired and they had to basically sell out, which was a real shame because I loved the store. While it was a fairly small and compact store, it did have a nice range of movies and the staff were really friendly. It was sort of a name-to-name basis, which was always really good when you went in there. You know, they were always up for a chat and they knew a lot about movies. So really unfortunate, but I guess in these hard economic times, when you're a smaller family-run business, stuff like this happens. So yeah, unfortunate, but then it did give me and a hell of a lot of other people the opportunity to pick up some movies. So I went down today. They were having like a 2-day weekend sale, and obviously I wanted to get it down there first thing before everything got sold out. They were selling their movies for $5 each. Blu-rays $5 each, and their new release titles I think were $10 each for DVD or Blu-ray. So fairly good prices. I was kind of hoping that their weekly titles or their back catalogue titles would have been $3 a piece. That was sort of what I was budgeting on, but when I got there they were $5, which still isn't too bad because I did pick up a lot of good stuff that brand new goes for double and sometimes triple what I paid for the ex-rental stuff. So not too bad, and I did pick up some pretty good stuff. So before I show you guys what I picked up, I'm just wanting to give you guys some tips because I had a game plan going into this morning, and I was really happy that I took a bit of time to plan it out because it worked really well, and you know, it went smoothly. So the first thing is, some of these might be obvious by the way. If you're ever in a situation where you're going to a closing down sale, especially for movies, because that's the theme of this video, arrive early. I arrived about 10 minutes prior to the store opening. There were a few other people, but it was good because it just sort of gave me a little bit of time to prepare, think about what I was going to be picking up. The second thing is, have in mind what you're wanting to pick up. Now for today I specifically wanted to focus on anime and horror, so I basically went to those two sections first. The other thing I did was just pretty much grab anything of interest off the shelf. I think I picked up about half a dozen more titles than I ended up coming home with, but I wanted to do that because I didn't want to spend too much time at each section looking at the synopsis on the back of the DVD and thinking, will I, won't I, why other people around me were grabbing possibly movies that I wanted. So I just pretty much grabbed anything of interest. Once I had a pile, I went off to the side and sorted through them and decided from then which ones I wanted. I also took a couple of carry bags. Now this was a really good thing because I didn't want to wrestle with a whole pile of DVDs in my hand when I was trying to browse through other titles on the shelf. So what I did is I just put all the movies that I thought I wanted into the bag, and my hands were free to browse through the other DVDs. I went back to various sections after I had picked out my initial movies, and I'm really glad I did that because I noticed some DVDs or movies that I wanted that I didn't notice the first time. So that's always a good thing to do if you're in a situation like that and there's a lot of people around. Come back to a section and no doubt you'll probably find something that you're wanting that you missed over first time. I also decided to get cash out in advance, and that worked really well because the FPOS was no longer working and it was cash only. So for big sales like this, it does pay to have cash on hand. And other than that, it went really smoothly. There were a lot of people, as to be expected. I was there for about an hour, and I'm pretty happy with what I picked up. I skipped over the Blu-rays because there was none of interest that I had, and most of the movies that I would have wanted I already own. I just pretty much wanted to have this trip focusing on the anime and the horror section, so I didn't really find too much in the way of horror because I own quite a lot of it, and there was a lot of titles there that I didn't really fancy picking up at the time, but I did find some pretty good titles, so let's get into it. So we're going to start with the anime first because that's the largest, and then we're going to end the video on horror. A lot of these I have not seen, so I'm just pretty much going to show them. They're still got the rental stickers on the cases. The good thing with these is they're on the outer case, they're not on the sleeve. So what I'm going to do is just grab a whole lot of cheap DVD cases and swap them out. So we have Dead Space Aftermath, One Piece, The Desert Princess and the Pirates. I'm not too sure which number One Piece movie this one is. The 3 Naruto movies, Naruto, Guardians of the Crescent Moon Kingdom, Naruto Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, and Naruto Legend of the Stone of Gilia, which I probably pronounced wrong. This was pretty cool. It's a 2-disc set and it came with a booklet. Then I was pretty glad to pick this one up. It's been one I've been wanting for a while, and that's the Animatrix. It has a bunch of, I think they're short movies, sort of to do with the Matrix universe. I'm a big Matrix fan, and this has been one that I've been wanting to pick up. This is a cool set. It comes with a CD soundtrack as well, so that's pretty cool. This was one that I was really glad to pick up, and that is Dragon Age Dawn of the Seeker. This is in pretty much new condition. It was a new release movie. I paid $10 for it, which I think was worth it because brand new in stores, it's still up around the $27 to $30 mark, so I thought that was pretty good. So looking forward to checking it out. I do enjoy the Dragon Age games. Then I hired these previously, and only got around to watching the first movie, which I didn't think too much of, but I wanted to give it another go, and for $5 I thought they were worth it, because these normally retail up around the $25 to $30 mark, and it's the 2 Evangelion movies. So Evangelion 1.1, You Are Not Alone, and then Evangelion 2.2, You Cannot Advance. This one comes with a booklet, which is pretty cool. So I'm definitely going to give these another shot. This is another one that I've seen previously and really excited to have in my collection. I've been wanting it for a while, and that's Appleseed X Machina. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if it's not. Yeah, I rented this one out ages ago and thought it was fantastic. It's a CGI movie, and this again is normally quite expensive. I think the cheapest I've seen this is for about $16, and I passed on it because I was actually planning to pick it up on Blu-ray from the UK, but for $5 when I saw it there, I thought I might as well pick it up on DVD. This is a 2-disc set. Yep, 2-disc set. So really happy to have this in my collection. Then 3 more anime DVDs. The 2 Street Fighter films. I've never seen these before, and I was talking to Brad about them, and he did recommend them. I was a big Street Fighter fan back in the day in the arcades. I haven't really got into the modern Street Fighter games as such, but you know, I thought these might have been a bit of fun. So Street Fighter Alpha and then Street Fighter 2. This was a complete random pickup. I've never heard anything about it, but it sounds really good. and it's called Sin the Movie. If anyone has seen this, please let me know what you think of it. So there are all the anime that I picked up while I was there. As I said, I didn't really want to pick up any of the series because they were all in one disc DVD cases, and I didn't really think that that was viable. So I just stuck with the movies, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, now on to the horror. The first one we have is Ginger Snaps. This has been a film that I've been wanting for ages. It's kind of rare to pick up brand new, so when I saw it there I decided to give it a go. So looking forward to checking it out. A lot of people have recommended this film to me. This was another random pickup. It's a Japanese horror, and I'm wanting to get into Asian and Japanese horror, and this is Pulse. If anyone's seen it, please let me know what you think of it. I've never heard of it before. I'm really happy to find this, and that's Creep. I was actually watching one of Luke's videos, and yeah, he recommended this. He didn't recommend it to me as such, he just recommended it in general, so when I saw it there I definitely had to pick it up. He was saying that this is a really, really good British horror, so looking forward to checking it out. The next one is one that I've been wanting to pick up for ages now, and that's Dog Soldiers. Yeah, I've always wanted to check this movie out, so now that I own it, I will get around to watching it. This one was probably the one that I got most excited about when I saw it. It was actually in their art house section, and that's Martyrs. Really, really glad to finally own this one. This is another one that is normally fairly expensive here in Australia. I don't think I've seen the DVD any cheaper than $30, which is ridiculous. But when I could pick it up for $5, it was a no-brainer, and as soon as I saw it on the shelf, I just saw the spine, I grabbed it, no hesitation at all. So yeah, this has been a movie that I've been wanting to check out for a very long time, so Martyrs. And we have two more. This is another one that I've heard a lot of good things about, The Girl Next Door, so looking forward to checking it out. And the last one is one that I've heard is a pretty good low budget film, and that's The Signal. So yeah, that is quite a lot of DVDs that I picked up. As I said, I sort of only really wanted to mostly focus on anime and horror. You know, I could have probably picked up a lot more stuff, but I sort of wanted to try and limit it, and their horror section wasn't the biggest, so yeah, these are the main ones that sort of took my interest. But I'm really, really happy, especially with all the anime pickups. I think I did pretty well with them, considering the prices. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It is kind of sad that the store has unfortunately closed down. I will miss it, but you know, it was good in one way because it gave me the opportunity to pick up all these movies for a pretty cheap price. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If any of you have seen any of the movies that I've picked up, please let me know what you think of them, and thanks a lot for watching.